I won't lie here. For this one, I was drawn in by the cover. It was just so pretty. I was curious about it, and it seemed like it was going to be a calmer read, so here we are. I read it. I am not entirely sure how I feel about it so far. It really could have been a wholesome read, and there were plenty of comments I read saying that it was a wholesome read to them, but personally, I wouldn't really say that. I'd say it's a nice, calm read that could be wholesome for some, and I'll get into that soon. Anyway, this manga is called Wash It All Away. It is a complete series with 71 chapters total over 10 volumes, 2 of which are currently available for purchase. Volume 1 contains chapters 1 through 7, and Volume 2 contains chapters 8 through 14, which I did read all 14 chapters. It was also recently announced an anime adaptation is planned, releasing most likely in 2026, but there is not a lot of information past that. For the story, I'm honestly not really sure what to say. Each chapter is pretty episodic. There is a continuing plot point. The main character has no memories of anything past 2 years ago. The only thing that she does know or remembers is washing. She has her own shop where she has a very loyal clientele, and she is very passionate about what she does. Each chapter mostly focuses on her taking on a job. Some of them are more complex and finding a way to clean the product that she's given with care. Now, there are 2 things that mostly go on in this manga. The main character is either cleaning or talking about cleaning products, or she is at a bathhouse. That is where I think some will have issues and where I lean that it takes away from being a wholesome read. This is certainly not an ecchi read, and I really wouldn't say that it's fan service either, but there is a lot of nudity in this, primarily the main character, because she is constantly going to bathhouses. One chapter that I found online did have a warning in front, and in it she went to a bathhouse twice, and that's really all that happened in that chapter. Now, I read the first 14 chapters as ebooks. That chapter, I literally had to Google the title, and that was the only chapter that I could find online. I think that it was chapter 39 or something. Anyway, the nudity is not detailed, but you still probably don't want to read it in public. So one thing that I did have an issue with in this manga, and it's very possible that I was reading too much into it. I normally don't. I almost never read into things more than what is presented. I'm very surface level, but even for me, this kind of made me uncomfortable. This main character is an adult. We don't have exact ages, but it felt like to me the story was kind of giving romantic tension between her and a high school boy that she met. Like I said, I would not call this a fan service manga, but there are certainly some fan service panels here and there, and they are all with this boy. There's one instance where she's posed in a way where he's able to see her cleavage. I think that actually happens more than once. There's another one where you can see her underwear while she is laying down while he checks on her. And this is not really a thing with anyone else in the story. He doesn't really react to any of it. Other characters do also insinuate romantic feelings between them, so I'm just not really into any of that. So, would I recommend this manga? I think it really depends. Ratings for it are not bad, and I did not see anyone else with the same complaints that I did. I'm not too certain who this would be for, who might enjoy it. If you're looking for a wholesome read, you may not enjoy the fan service moments, but they are very few and far between, which probably wouldn't appeal to those looking for a fan service manga. If you want a slower paced manga with some cute and wholesome moments and the stuff that I mentioned you do not care about at all, I do think you would enjoy this. I am curious to see how the manga turns out, so I guess we'll just have to see how that goes. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. My name is Bean. Check out the description for links to this model and any images used. Okay, bye.